Hello, welcome to a little showcase and tutorial for my Shulker box unloader you see in the background here. What this is pretty much a complement, I would say, to a pre-existing storage system or something like that. The idea is pretty much with a regular storage system with item sorting and stuff, you have an input chest, you come in, you dump all your stuff in, and it gets automatically sorted. But the idea with this is that you could take your Shulker boxes that you have stuff in. So, for example, your project chests from different projects you do and stuff like that, you should come in and you could dump all of these into the system, and they will get automatically emptied out and sent back into your sorter, or however your setup looks. So as you can see, it dispenses the Shulker box, it gets emptied, and I mean that's really nothing special about that at all. But the thing is, you get your output here, and you get your Shulker boxes here. So the whole idea behind it is you get your Shulker boxes over to a separate storage, so they are easy to find, and you get your items that you take over into your sorting system, or however you have chosen to set up your storage. This thing works pretty much like this. Input chest goes into here. This is a standard dispenser with a standard clock. The only difference between this and how you usually do it is I have a little bit more delay to make it slower. So this is what this circuit here does. This detects whether or not there is something in the Shulker box. So when a Shulker box is dispensed, you get a signal out here which turn this torch off, which makes this piston retract, and once this Shulker box over there has been emptied, this will power on again, sending a pulse through, which goes up to this piston and breaks the Shulker box, and also it goes down underneath here and unlocks this hopper here, which will allow the Shulker box to go through into this chest. But this hopper stays locked when you are unloading, so the items go over there. So yeah, I think it's a pretty neat setup, and it's working very, very good. I am currently in 17W18B, so this thing will most likely, unless they change something drastically, also work in 1.12. I have also tested this in the 1.12 pre-5 snapshot, so yeah, don't see any reason why this shouldn't keep working once 1.12 is fully released. Yeah, so let's get going with that tutorial. Okay, so how do we build this thing? We start by having our two outputs. These could be taken anywhere, so this will be for your items, which will probably go into your sorting system or into your item elevator that takes it into your sorting system, or however your setup is. This is for the Shulker boxes. If you're just going to keep it like this, I would recommend adding a couple more chests in, just to be able to store a couple more Shulker boxes. We need hoppers going into that. And then just connect those two up like that. And we need our little input into this system there. Then I'm just going to add a couple of blocks there. Those are not necessary in any way at all. They are just because I like to have them there. And we put our dispenser there. And then we build up a little bit of a like that. We need a piece of glass, and let's remove that. This could also be a solid block or whatever. I just like to have a piece of glass there so I can actually look into the thing and see if it's doing anything or not. And we have our input into the system like that. And then we can start wiring this thing up. So we start by building out a little something like this. And then we take our comparators. First of all, reading out of the dispenser, this needs to be in subtract mode. That is very important. And we put 2 repeaters on full delay. And we connect everything up with redstone dust like that. Then we take a comparator out of that block to detect the shulker box. With a repeater into that block, redstone torch on the side. And then we have to make our little monostable circuit here. So we put a sticky piston there facing up with a block on top. Redstone dust there and a repeater on 2 ticks there. And then we have to put in our little braking piston like that. And that needs to have a slab on it. So we remove that, and so that will break the shulker box. And we need to wire that up. Just a couple of blocks up like that. And then we need to do the whole locking of the hopper underneath here. So we put 3 blocks there, a redstone torch there. And we need to connect this up to our poles we are creating up here. Like so. And then we just need to extend the signal a little bit. So we do that by placing 1 hopper on 2 ticks, 1 on 4 ticks, and connect those up together. And then we need to cut this line off so those 2 redstone lines don't connect, because this will self-power itself. So yeah, we do it like that. And that should be the whole system done. So let's try it out. Okay, let's put some shulker boxes in here. And we see it dispenses, it unloads, it breaks. Your items get sent into here, your shulker box gets sent into here. One thing that I want to point out here is if you put an empty shulker box in the system like that, that will actually break the system. Let's see, until this cycles through. And one more. There we go. And as you can see, this breaks the system. And that is because this comparator reads whether or not there is stuff in that shulker box. So when you put a shulker box there with things in it, it will depower this torch and reset this part of the contraption. But if you put an empty one in there, nothing will happen here, so this won't get reset. Which, as you can see, it stops the machine. So what you do then is you simply put a button there. If you press that, and the machine is reset again. So quick and easy manual reset if you for some reason happen to put an empty one into this. Yeah, that is the whole thing done. And I really hope you find this useful, and that you liked the tutorial. And please leave me a nice comment and a like rating if you did. So yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.